Okay. Got it. Supposed to have been in progress. All right. Good afternoon, good evening, good whatever it is. Hello to you all, Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Now I'm gonna have to move this forward. So just give me a bit because we have done the review of Joshua. So let me move this on forward. Keep going, Joshua. Keep going. Keep going. We've done the review. Hopefully you all got the questions. So we can be quick about this. How about that? We can be quick about this. Ain't that what the man said?
I forgot you were sending the questions.
Huh?
I forgot you were sending the questions ahead of time.
Yep, I sent the questions ahead of time. That I did. So we all Nehemiah, we did the first. We went to question 14, I think, in first chapter. I thought we had finished the first chapter, but I guess we really didn't. I guess we didn't. We got past this, right? Yep, we got past this.
The list online, right?
Huh?
The list online.
Nope, I don't see her. At least not yet. At least not yet. All right.
Okay.
We ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what you say? Okay. In Nehemiah's initial prayer, what did he confess?
6.
Verse 6. You can actually, if you want to, because the verse is
I can't hear you.
I said, if you want to, you can grab your Bibles. It's verse 6.
The rebellion of the Israelites at Susa.
No.
Sins of his father.
Right.
Right.
Yep. The sins and the sins of his sins and the sins of his father's house. Yes, that is correct. To whom does Nehemiah identify as the one to whom God gave his commandment? Is it A, your servants, the prophets? B, to David and his descendants? C, to Samuel? Or D, your servant Moses?
Your servant Moses.
D.
Correct. Correct. All right.
Down on the line, hey.
In the instruction God gave to Moses, what did it say would happen if Israel was unfaithful? Would it A, they would be scattered among the nations? B, they would suffer the plagues of Egypt? C, their walls would be broken down and their cities burned? Or D, their children would be killed?
A.
A.
Correct.
Scattered.
What condition would God greater? I don't know what that is. Greater his regret. That was wrong. That's how they said it. Regather his exiled people in verse 9. I don't know.
I must say A in the background.
I heard A in the background too, but no. A, if they
A, no. C, or D. That's what I said. A, C, and D.
So
no, that's not right. No, that's not right. Sorry.
C is correct. That is correct. C is correct. What would God do if those exiled among the nations returned to God and obeyed his commandments? In verse 9. A, he would forgive their sin. B, he would rebuild the walls of Jerusalem and fortify his gates. C, he would never again drive them from the land of their fathers. Or D, he would gather them to the place he chose as a dwelling for his name.
D.
I heard two answers. I heard B and I heard D.
D. I'm going to go with D.
D is the correct answer.
It's gathered.
Where would God regather his people if they returned to him and obeyed his commands? A, to the temple where he dwells. B, to the place he chose as a dwelling for his name. C, to the land he promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Or D, to the land flowing with milk and honey.
Can we just answer that?
B.
B is correct.
Quick question. Yes.
21. What had God done for his people by his mighty strength and mighty hand? A, saved them from the hand of Pharaoh. B, restore Jerusalem, C, redeem them, or D, regather them from among the nations?
C.
Correct. To what did Nehemiah request God be attentive? A, the prayer of his servant who reverenced his name. B, the confession of sin of his people who were in exile. C, the tears of those who were seeking the Lord. Or D, the plight of Jerusalem whose walls had been broken down.
The tears
A.
of those who were seeking the Lord. See?
A.
A is correct. A is correct. In Nehemiah's initial prayer, what did he say those servants of the Lord who prayed delighted in? A, is it the law of the Lord? B, to do God's will? C, to help the fatherless and widows? Or D, referencing God's name?
Pray delighted in.
D.
D is correct. D is correct. Chapter 2. What did Nehemiah take and give to the Persian king Artaxerxes, right?
Artaxerxes, yeah.
Right. Gold and silver, wine, books of the law, or frankincense and myrrh.
Oh, that's nice.
Frankincense and myrrh.
I tell you.
Wine.
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 Yep, it was wine.
Mm.
Check that. So what did Artaxerxes ask Nehemiah about? Why was he so sad? B, how did the exiles in Jerusalem were doing? C, what group of people he belonged to? Or D, why Israel had not paid their tribute to him?
What our mama is. Let me see.
So what did he add? What did he add?
A. Why was he so sad?
Right.
Okay. So
A.
right, A is the correct answer. I'm on 3. Okay, I'll get that wrong. Okay. Number 4, how did Nehemiah identify Jerusalem when Artaxerxes asked him why he was so sad? That just, okay. How did he identify Jerusalem? A, as the city of David, B, as the city of the great king, C, as the city where his fathers were buried, or D, as the mountain of the Most High?
The city of David.
C.
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 City where his fathers were buried.
Yep, C.
Yeah.
I'm just going to agree with Sister Kathy from now on.
Don't do that, Sister Lisa.
Well, I mean, you trying. That's it. What part of Jerusalem did Nehemiah mention to Artaxerxes when he asked him why he was so sad? Was it A, the temple was destroyed? B, the walls were torn down? C, the streets are filled with blood and violence? Or D, the gates were destroyed by fire?
E, whatever Sister Downey say.
Did you say D, Sister Lisa?
I said whatever Sister Downey say.
Oh, I thought you said D.
D is the correct answer.
Gates.
The gate. What did Nehemiah do just prior to telling Artaxerxes he wanted to go to the city where his fathers were buried? A, he fasted. B, he prayed. C, he assembled the people. Or D, he wrote his request on a tablet. Yes, you did. What did he do?
Wrote his request on the
What
tablet.
about A and B?
B is correct. Stop for somebody actually.
iPad.
What did Nehemiah tell Artaxerxes he wanted to do? A, rebuild the city. B, restore the gates of the city. C, rebuild the temple, the Most High, or D, regather Israel. What did he tell him he wanted to do?
He wanted to rebuild the city.
Correct. You got that one.
That's right.
What did Artaxerxes
with his queen sitting beside him, asked Nehemiah?
Austin said that didn't sound
Was
right.
it A, how much money he needed? B, why he wanted to make the journey? Or C, how long his journey would take? Or D, how many soldiers he would require to help him?
D.
What did you say?
D. Like
D.
dog.
Oh, I thought that's what you said. No.
No, not
I
D.
know. I'm just waiting for Sister Downey.
It was C. How long would his journey take?
How long?
What did Nehemiah want from Artaxerxes to provide him with safe conduct until he arrived in Judah? Was it A, 100 Persian soldiers, B, food and water for the trip, C, the king's seal, or D, letters to the governors of Trans-Euphrates? That's
Now, if I were guessing, I would think D.
If you were a guessing man, you would say D.
Yes,
And it is correct. D is the correct answer.
absolutely.
That is the correct answer. So, okay. Nehemiah wanted letters to be written to what group in order to secure safe passage to Judah?
Everybody.
Mhm.
Well, that's not any of the responses there. So what are the options? The options say A, the kings of Haran and Euphrates. I don't know what they did. Okay.
The
And B,
governors. B.
governors correct.
He just said it in number 9.
Yes.
Well, you paying attention. That's what that means. You paying attention. Then Nehemiah requested Artaxerxes write a letter to blank, who was over the king's forest for timber for beams. Was it A, Asaph, B, Quran, C, Quran, Korah, C, or D?
C.
What?
C.
I'm gonna go with A.
It's A.
I'm going to go with A too.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
ASAP, over the timber.
ASAP. ASAP.
Asaph.
Yeah, 2 jobs.
Okay. Nehemiah requests timbers for all the following as part of the rebuilding efforts, except A, gates of the citadel, B, the doors of the temple, C, the city wall, or D, his own personal residence.
D.
You would say D, wouldn't you? You would.
I said A, C, and D.
Said A, C, and D. They're
Yeah.
looking for B for that one.
B. Wow.
Except. So you're correct. If it was right, he asked for A, C, and D. Okay. But
Oh, okay.
it's the except. That's the big word.
Okay.
Nehemiah asked Artaxerxes, the Persian king, to send a letter to Asaph requesting what to aid in his rebuilding project.
C.
C, timber.
Yeah, that's another
Yes,
trick
that was
question.
another, because you just asked that one. Why did so is actually seeing that you pay attention to the first
I
question.
guess so.
Why did the king grant Nehemiah's request?
Because he was
A,
scared.
is it that? Okay, can we look at the options, please? A, because the king looked with favor on Nehemiah. B, because the king was seeking the favor of the God of Israel. C, because the gracious hand of God was upon him. Or D, because God moved the heart of King Artaxerxes.
B.
No.
C.
Yes, C is correct.
Oh.
You said, Who did the Persian king Artaxerxes send with Nehemiah? Was it A, army officers and cavalry, B, his own royal horse, C, 25 camels and 10 chariots, or D, 10 talents of gold and 50 talents of silver?
Ooh. So,
A.
A is
Officer.
correct. Yep, army officers and cavalry.
Something with an army.
What two fellows were disturbed that Nehemiah was coming to promote the welfare of the Israelites? Was it A,
Meshullam and
Raphael?
B. B.
Okay. Okay, B is correct.
Tobiah. Amen.
Right. Tobiah, one who opposed Nehemiah, was from what background?
The Edomites.
No.
Ammonites.
Yes.
Yeah, he was an
He
Ammonite.
was an Ammonite.
Supposed to have been destroyed.
When did with Joshua, right?
Mhm.
When did Nehemiah initially survey the broken down walls of Jerusalem? Was it A, at night, B, at sunrise? I mean, at noon, I'm sorry. A, at noon, B, at sunrise, C, at night, or D, on Passover?
That's a good one. At noon.
At
No,
night.
at night.
Nice.
Yes, C, at
Good.
night. Yeah, when nobody was around. Yep. What had Nehemiah not told anyone? A, what God had put in his heart to do for Jerusalem. B, what Artaxerxes had given him permission to do in Jerusalem. C, that he had orders from the Persian king. Or D, how he planned to restore the temple.
Interesting.
So what Nehemiah
A.
right, is A, correct.
D would be tempting.
D would be tempting. Yeah,
Mhm.
D would be tempting. How he planned to restore it? Yeah, it would be tempting.
It's almost the same.
Mhm. How many days was Nehemiah in Jerusalem before he began to survey its walls? A, 1 day, B, 3 days, C, 7 days, or D, 12 days?
3 days.
Yes, B, 3 days. Through what gate did Nehemiah exit Jerusalem at night in order to survey the broken down walls? Was it A, the Lion's Gate, B, Zion Gate, C, Jaffa Gate, or D, the Valley Gate? What you like?
C.
Right.
Jaffa Gate.
Valley Gate. Yep, the Valley Gate.
Valley Gate. D.
Yeah. Some
Valley
of the
Gate.
black gates.
Right, Jaffa's not.
Jaffa Gate.
Jaffa Gate is definitely. Nor is Zion, right? After exiting Jerusalem to survey the walls at night, where did Nehemiah head to? Was it that A, the Gahan Spring, B, the spring of En Rogel, C, the Jackal Well, or D, she had to laugh at that, or D, the Hinnom Valley?
The Jackal Well.
Yes, it was the Jackal Well. Yes.
But see, I disagree because C say the Jaffa Gate and King Jaffa was there.
Right. I know. Okay. After exiting Jerusalem, survey the walls at night, that was the same one. Okay. Where did Nehemiah head to? I guess. Okay. That's different. Okay. The Gahan Spring, B, the Dung Gate, C, the spring of En Rogel or Gel, or D, the Hinnom Valley.
The Hinnom Valley, because that's where the Jackal Well was, right? In the Hinnom Valley.
Nope, that's not what they
Really?
The
Yeah.
Dung the Dung Gate.
It's
The Dung Gate. It's the Dung Gate.
Right.
It's the Dung Gate.
It's like good to me.
Yep, it's the Dung Gate.
You
Yeah.
know, me, baby, you out here drinking water. I mean, watching water.
At night, what did Nehemiah survey around Jerusalem? Was it A, the water supplies around Jerusalem, B, the temple of the Lord, C, the palace of the governor, or D, the walls that had been broken down?
The walls. The walls
Yeah.
that were broken down.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was the walls, correct.
Remember, he came to rebuild the walls.
The walls, right, right.
Come on, we all here.
26 is the same one. Question. At night, what did Nehemiah around Jerusalem? That was the same. No, that's a little bit
No,
different.
different.
This is different. At night, what did Nehemiah survey around Jerusalem? A, the gates that had been burned. B, the water supplies around Jerusalem. C, the temple of the Lord. Or D, the palace of the governor. Okay.
The gates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the gates that have been burned.
Mm-hmm. What happened when Nehemiah moved toward the fountain gate? A, the gate could not be opened and had to be forced open. B, his horse slipped and fell. C, there was not enough room for his horse to get through. Or D, the fountain had gone dry.
There was not enough room for him and his horse.
Yes,
Right.
C is the correct answer.
He had to walk.
Mhm. Where was there not enough room for Nehemiah's horse to get through? Oh, we just, okay. A, at the dung gate and the jackal well. B, toward the fountain gate and the king's pool. C, beside the spring of En Regel and Warren Shaft. Or D, besides the walls of the Hinnom Valley and the Zion Gate.
Tricky questions.
The king's pool.
Right.
Right,
B,
right. B, right.
Fountain gate.
Fountain Gate and the
All
king's
these
pool.
gates.
Because there were quite a few. Yeah, there was a lot of gates.
Yeah, by a lot of gates.
A lot of gates. After his night survey of the wall of Jerusalem, what gate did Nehemiah re-enter the city? Ooh, okay. Was it Jaffa Gate, Dung Gate, Lions Gate, or Valley Gate?
The Jaffa gate.
No, why do you keep, there is no Jaffa Gate.
The gate of the valley.
Right,
Valley
it's the
Gate.
Valley Gate. There
The
is no,
valley.
yep. There's no Jaffa Gate.
No Jaffa gate.
No Jaffa Gate.
You can
All-
set in there for confirm.
All of the following groups are pointed out as having no knowledge of what Nehemiah was doing after he surveyed the broken walls of Jerusalem at night, except,
The nobles.
what you say, the nobles?
Nobles.
Nope, nope, nope,
It's got to be the priest.
no.
The elders.
Yes, the elders. It was
Down there, all at the house,
as elders.
you got all that up down the mama's.
What
What
did
you do now? What y'all finna do now?
Rebuild the gates.
Okay, right, right. Wait, let me finish this. Let me just get this out of the way. Sorry. What did Nehemiah propose in order to remove the disgrace the returned exiles were feeling? And you said what? Oh, you said A? Yep, it was A. Yep,
That's what it was.
correct. All right. Besides how the gracious hand of the Lord was on him, what else did Nehemiah tell the leaders about when he called them to rebuild the walls? Was it A, exactly where the walls were broken down? B, how he had secured timbers from the king's forest? C, what the king had said to him? Or D, what the prophet Iddu, the seer, had prophesied?
Yep, that's the time for it. Back in like that, you know, starting to come in.
Oh, so besides how gracious the Lord was, or upon him, what did Nehemiah tell the leaders about when he called them to rebuild the walls?
See?
Yes, C is the correct answer. When all the following people heard of what Nehemiah proposed to do, they all mocked except, you got Sanballat, you got Tobiah,
Geshem
the Arab,
and
and
Uriah the Hittite.
so,
Uriah.
Uriah. Mhm.
right, Uriah.
did not-
All right.
And the Hittite.
What did Sanballat, Tobiah, and Geshem, here we go, we just answered it, do when they heard of what Nehemiah was planning on doing? A, they began to tear down the walls further. B, they mocked and ridiculed him. C, they condemned their efforts. Or D, they set up traps to halt the work.
They
They
D.
mocked. They mocked. Yep.
They mocked, yes. Of what did Sanballat, Tobiah, and Geshem accuse Nehemiah? A, as rebelling against the king Artaxerxes, B, trying to kill them and their families, C, giving giving Jerusalem to Egyptian control, or D, preparing for war?
Rebelling against the king.
Yes. All right. How did Nehemiah answer Sanballat's ridiculing his efforts to rebuild Jerusalem? Was it A, you and your companions will be defeated? B, God will show you a sign that he is for us? C, in 3 days waters will flow in Jerusalem? Or D, the God of heaven will give us success? So how did he answer it?
B.
Right now here.
And B and C, D kind of the same. The God of heaven will give us success, or God will show you a sign that he is for us. Kind of sounds the same, but I guess the God of heaven, he'll prosper us.
Right, they want D. They want D.
I agree.
But
both the same.
But if you're talking in the literal sense, somebody says, give me a sign.
Mm-hmm.
The sign is not going to be until it's absolutely done.
Yeah, they're both the same.
So that's kind of where, I just, that teacher sense, that's all that is. 13, let's see. Who was the high priest? Chapter 3. Who was the high priest during the time Nehemiah was attempting to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem? So
D.
was it? No.
C.
D.
D.
That's what I said.
I thought you said B. I'm sorry.
D as in David.
Yes, I thought you said B. What did, here's his name, what is his name?
Elisha.
The high priest and his fellow priests rebuild? Was it A, the lion's gate, B, the sheep gate, C, the dung gate, or D, the Zion gate?
One of those gates.
The sheep gate. The sheep gate.
Yes, the sheep gate. To what two towers did the high priest and his fellow priests rebuild? Was it A, the Tower of the 100 and the Tower of Hananel, B, the Tower of Elishamiah and the Corner Tower, C, the Tower of the Priests and the Gahon Tower, or D, the Corner Tower and the Tower of Tekoa?
C.
Nope. It's A. It's A.
Hananel.
Don't you remember those names?
The Tower of the 100.
Who built next to Eliashib, the high priest? Was it A, Zakar, son of Emra, B, Meremoth, son of Uriah, C, the men of Jericho, or D, the men of Tekoa? Who built next to him?
Sakur, the son of Imri.
You sure?
I am sure. I know they said that Jericho was close to him, but it was secure.
They're saying C.
They're saying Jericho.
Oh, the men of Jericho. Okay. And next to him builded the men of Jericho, and next to them builded Sakur.
What did the sons of
Hashanah
rebuild? Was it A, the lion's gate, B, the sheep gate, C, the dung gate, or D, the fish gate? These gates.
A lot of gates.
The fish gate.
Yes, fish gate.
A lot of gates.
All of the following were listed as part of the rebuilding of the fish gate by the sons of, except A, it's beams, B, it's stones, C, it's doors, D, it's bolts, or E, it's bars. All except, what's the one that was not?
Oh.
D.
No. It's B.
It's
B.
stones.
No stones on the
No
gates?
stones. It's no stones. The nobles of what town in Judah would not put their soldiers to work under their supervisors? I didn't remember that. Oh, I gotta look
They
at
really
that.
not put their shoulders to work.
Under their supervisors. So was it the nobles of Tekoa, the nobles of Hebron, the nobles of Jericho, the nobles of Bethlehem, or the nobles of Bethsar? I gotta see that myself.
The Tekoa, the Tekoanites.
That is correct. That is correct. Okay.
Zeoda,
Zeoda and
Meshullam.
Meshullam rebuilt what gate? Was it A, the Lion's Gate, B, the Sheep's Gate, C, the Jeshana Gate, or D, the Fifth Gate? Okay. Person said 6. Which gate?
The old, it is in the verse. It says, "Moreover, the old gate repaired." I don't know. And laid the beams thereof, therefore the locks there and the bars thereof.
See,
Yeah, I think
It's
the
C.
old gate would have been the Jessa, I think.
It's C, right?
Jessa, no.
Yep, it's C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would have been the Jessa gate. That's the old gate.
Oh, so that was another name for the old gate then. Okay. All right. What contributors to rebuilding were under the authority of the governor of Trans-Euphrates? Was it A, Jerash and Arnon, B, Gibeon and Meshpa, C, Hebron and Arad, or D, Beersheba and Leshem and Lachish?
B, Gibeon and Mishpah.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. You can read them.
Uziel's son of Harhiah was original a blank, Nehemiah 3:8, a blacksmith or scribe or carpenter or goldsmith. Uziel's son.
Goldsmith.
Yes.
He's a goldsmith. Yes, make gold. Number 11. What was Hananiah's prior to his work on the repairs of Jerusalem? What was he? Was he a blacksmith? Was he a perfume maker? Was he a carpenter? Or was he a goldsmith?
a goldsmith like father, like son.
Nope.
A blacksmith. A blacksmith.
No.
No? Carpenter.
No. He
No.
was a perfume maker.
Get out of here.
That's what they're saying. Perfume maker.
I wonder how that smells.
With the perfume and goldsmith. Okay. Go ahead.
Hananiah repaired Jerusalem as far as the blank wall, the Wailing Wall, or the Western Wall, or the Cardo Wall, or the Broad Wall.
Western Wall.
The Broad Wall.
The
Right.
Broad Wall.
Right. The broad wall.
Right. Rephaiah played what function in Jerusalem? Ruler of a half district of Jerusalem, or scribe of the governor, or goldsmith, or a perfume maker?
Right.
He was the ruler of half district of Jerusalem.
Yes,
Yes.
he
I
was.
can say that.
That's the role he played. What repairs did Jedaiah, son of Huramoth, make? The temple walls, the fish gate, opposite his house, or the broad wall? Certainly not opposite the house.
Mhm.
The broad wall, did we just say that? I don't know.
Not the broad
I don't know.
wall.
Y'all
Opposite his house?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's
Opposite his house. Yes.
Hashub, son of Patha Moab, repaired what tower? The corner tower, the Tower of the 100, Tower of Hananel, or the Tower of the Ovens?
Tower of the 100. I still don't know what that is though.
Tower of the
Tower of the ovens.
Tower of the
The,
Ovens.
the scriptures say tower of the furnace.
Mhm.
So it was the
Oh.
tower of the ovens.
Tower of the Ovens.
Okay, so who were the 100?
We'll have to
Good
look at that.
question.
We're going to have to look at the tower of the
Good question.
Tower of the 100. So we'll look at the tower of the hundreds. Go ahead.
Who helped Shalom, ruler of a half district of Jerusalem? Was it A, his sons, B, his daughters, C, all those in his district, or D, the priest of Anathoth?
D.
Correct.
What?
No, 16. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I turned
Is
it.
it is it B or is it D?
It's B. I'm sorry. It's B.
Daughters.
His daughters. I turned it too quickly on Pastor.
Hanan and the residents of Zanoah repaired the valley gate of the walls as far as what other gate? The Lion's Gate, the Zion Gate, the Corner Gate, or the Dung Gate?
D.
Yes, D, the Dung Gate. There are so many gates. Lord have mercy.
Ain't 12 gates, ain't it?
It sounds like a lot more, doesn't it?
Hello.
The ruler of the district of Beth Hakarim rebuilt what gate? The Lion's Gate, the Zion Gate, the Dung Gate, or the Corner Gate?
The corner gate?
No, no.
The Dung Gate.
Yeah, the Dung Gate.
It's getting a lot of attention.
It is.
The tower of the 100 was one of the towers of the north wall of the city of Jerusalem, which Eliashib, the high priest, and his fellows restored. It is mentioned also in the great procession at the dedication of the walls. This tower and the tower of Hananel mentioned with it were the purposes of protecting the northwest approach to the temple area. So that's what they're saying. And they're saying that it was supposedly, that was basically its size. It was 100 cubics and
100 on all sides.
all sides, right? That was its size,
The perfect 100.
right?
Actually, the theologians call it the perfect 100.
Mhm. Yeah.
And from what we have learned over time, they said there was never anything else built like that.
So they said it's been suggested that it may have been 100 cubits high or had 100 steps. Yeah.
Whew, that would have been some work.
Ain't it a wall in China that's got quite a few, or not a wall, but some kind of thing up to China that has kind of that number of steps or something like that?
I'm not
Or
sure.
somewhere.
Probably is.
All right.
Can't imagine anybody going up there.
Mm.
If you do, you're going to have to stay up there for a while.
All right. Where you at?
Number 19, Shalon, the ruler of the district of Mizpah, rebuilt what gate? A, the Fountain Gate, or B, the Zion Gate, or C, the Dung Gate, or D, the Corner Gate?
What?
So many gates.
Did we talk about all these gates?
Yeah,
We did.
We looked
but
at
we
them, but
didn't focus
we
on
didn't
them.
focus on them like that.
And they're certainly emphasizing these gates.
They truly are. So was it the Fountain Gate?
It was. It's the Fountain Gate. It's the Fountain Gate. So many gates.
Yeah, we just kind of, we didn't
Okay.
necessarily hone in on them.
Silan, the ruler of the district of Mizpah, rebuilt the wall of what pool? The pool of Abiathar, the fountain pool, the Siloam pool, the Enrogel pool.
See,
C,
Yeah.
the Siloam pool.
but they say the lower.
It's Siloam.
Okay.
21, the pool of Siloam or Siloam was near what other identified Jerusalem location? Was it the tomb of the kings? Was it the king's garden? Was it Warren's shaft? Or was it Gihon, the Gihon spring?
The King's Garden.
Yes, the king's garden. And these will be the last two tonight, and we'll pick up at 24 next week. Nehemiah from Beth Zur did the repairs opposite the tombs of David and what house? The house of Solomon, the house of the sons of Korah, the house of the Lord, house of heroes.
You keep laughing. Mm.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to the scripture to
Right.
grab that one. Because this definitely wasn't discussed.
Mm-mm. Mm.
Interesting, isn't it?
It is, okay.
The house of the mighty. Who is the house of the mighty?
It's translated into heroes, believe it or not.
Mm, okay.
Oh,
Believe it or not, it's the heroes and the mighty are the heroes and the mighties are pretty much the same. It's just very interesting. Whoever wrote these questions, I think they put these words in here
To trip
throw
you up,
people.
throw you. Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But
But
they're
it's
doing a
deep.
good job.
House of Heroes.
They're doing a good job.
And
They're doing a
23,
very good job.
Nehemiah from Beth Zur did the repairs on the house of heroes and also opposite the tombs of David, the pools of Siloam, the field of blood, okay, or the
Ooh.
Millo, or the Millo or the Milo. Now that's interesting.
The tombs of David.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The tombs
Pool
of
of
David.
Shalom, shoot, I hope.
It was the tombs of David.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because the scripture says it's the part down.
Yeah, the fields of blood didn't show up for a long time.
I would hope not.
Okay.
They showed up in the New Testament.
Okay. All right, that's it. We're doing
For
that's it
tonight.
tonight.
We will resume 24 starting on next week, and pretty soon we'll end it and move on to another book to discuss.
You're right. So yeah.
We'll do next week,
Any
and then
ideas?
then the week after that,
Anything,
we will
anything anybody wants specific that we
resume
can
a
start
Bible book.
concentrating on a particular book or a particular topic or something?
Wait, we're doing chapter 24 next week for the questions.
We'll start with question 24.
You want to start with questions for the 24? Or do you want to go to the end?
We'll see.
We'll
Well,
just
the
see.
chapter 13 has got 40 some questions on it. So we
Oh
can
my
do
gosh.
We'll do 13,
Okay.
and that will end it.
Okay.
And then we'll do something else the week after that. We'll start with a book.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Oh yeah,
good.
I got it. I got it. Okay. I know what we're doing. All right.
All right.
Okay.
We love you all.
We love you all. Thank you for your
Love you.
participation and your time.
Okay.
See you Sunday.
See you Sunday.
See you Sunday morning.
Unless you want to come and do some cardio line dance Saturday. 6815 West Hampton Avenue.
And also tomorrow.
No, she's not doing it tomorrow.
Oh, they're not doing it tomorrow.
Not doing
Okay.
it tomorrow. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. Love you all. Have
Love
a
you all.
blessed night.
good night.